What's good? Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we are going to be covering a Root Rider Valkyrie smash, but a little bit of changes on this one with some of these new defensive levels coming and everything. We kind of switched it up a little bit, and I think this might be a little bit more consistent for us. So we got 4 Ice Golems, and then we have 5 Skeleton spells on top of the double Overgrowth, and then 2 Rage spells as well. Switched up the Clan Castle just a little bit to get a max Clan Castle. Got 3 super minions, still 1 Valkyrie and 1 Miner coming out of there. So we're going to show you guys 3 triples in Legends League today with this attack. I only have used it for 3 Legends League attacks, and we tripled all 3 of them. And it felt very strong overall, so hopefully it can bring some successful attacks going forward. Let's get right into the action. All right, so on this first triple, we have this box-style base with a centralized Town Hall compartment. First thing I noticed right away is we got 1 Rage spell tower, 1 Poison spell tower to deal with. And we're going to use this one similar to the last Valkyrie Root Rider smash attack we were doing. We're going to start with the King and a Root Rider, a couple Valkyries on one side, Siege Barracks Root Rider, and a couple Valkyries on the other side. And then once we get that quick funnel going, we're going to drop the rest of the main army with the Royal Champion and all 4 Ice Golems right down in the middle. Now, right here's a perfect example of the Ice Golems kind of can fail sometimes, okay? You're going to hit a Spring Trap. I lost 2 of them. We did freeze everything, which is obviously a bonus, but 2 of them went off at the exact same time, and that's going to happen, okay? So we're going to use that Overgrowth on the right side. That way, we're going to funnel in, and just in case the King walks, the King's not taking unnecessary damage. We're going to use the Skeleton spells right away. As soon as this main army starts to push in, you saw we deployed those near the Ricochet cannons, and we actually deployed one back here near that Monolith as well, because we don't want our troops taking too much damage. And honestly, we want some of these Ice Golems to live to the end of the attack. I noticed on the last style army I was using that once I got to that last part where the Overgrowth was finally done, some of my troops were a little weak, and it was really hard to push through the end of this sometimes without spells, okay? I know on this one, and I accidentally hit my Royal Champion ability before I hit my Ward ability as well, so that's one thing to take in account. I used my Royal Champion ability by accident while she was full health, which really did nothing. So, but you see here that first Ice Golem goes off, freezes down the Ricochet cannon and everything for literally 8 seconds. So you're able to pick up and destroy all these defenses before they start doing crazy damage to your troops. And then that second one gets destroyed as well, freezes everything again, and you're able to pick up the triple. But that's the one big difference between this army and the previous army, is once you get to the end of the attack, I've noticed that these Ice Golems live a very long time. Just going behind the Root Riders, they just don't take a lot of damage because the Root Riders are so tanky. And then you get to the end with a Ricochet cannon or something, and these Ice Golems finally get destroyed, and it freezes everything for you, and then the heroes can finish off the base. All right, on this second base, we're going to show we have another one of these centralized Town Hall bases. This one is a little bit different, though, and we got single target Infernos with 1 multi. You got the Ricochets and multi-archer towers over here, and then we got easy access to this Eagle and Monolith. So that's the area I chose to go, and then we're going to use this Overgrowth to value one of these sides for the funneling purposes. We use that King Root Rider on one end, Siege Barracks Root Rider on another, and get the quick funnel going, drop the rest of the main army in. You're going to see those Skeleton spells come down, 1 on each one of these compartments. So we dropped a total of 3 so far, dropped a 4th one up here near that single target Inferno as well. And then that Overgrowth you see on the right side of the base. That way we can funnel directly into the Town Hall and then start destroying some of these other defenses on the other side. The last Skeleton spell you're going to see come down near the RC Ricochet Cannon multi-archer tower area, just to distract some of these defenses for a minute while that last Rage spell goes in and pushes these troops into that compartment. The second Overgrowth already come down on these defenses again, and then you see the Ice Golem effect right there. You got the Ice Golems getting destroyed, and they're freezing down everything for you, and that just makes destroying some of these back halves just that much easier. And they freeze heroes too. Like, that is just crazy. I mean, obviously it's like a normal freeze spell, but that's the difference between those and instead of Overgrowths. And by the time we get the ice golems, freeze down that back half with the ricochet cannons and everything, we're easily going to be able to take out those areas. We still have all 4 of our heroes alive, still got the queen ability, still got the RC ability, and we could have just swagged those abilities because we had plenty of time to get through this base, and we still have some other troops working as well. Obviously this one wasn't like super overwhelming, but the ice golems allow your best troops, which are your 4 heroes, to push through at the end of these bases and destroy them and pick up these triples. All right, on this third and final triple, we're going to show you guys we have another box style base. This is the one with the town hall over here with all the expos. We've seen this base a couple times. We got the Eagle Artillery monolith on the other side of the base. There is some good overgrowth value in some of these areas with the scattershot ricochet cannons, but I really wanted to get down the Eagle, so I chose the overgrowth over here, mainly because I have the skeleton spells too. So I'm able to use the skeleton spells outside that ricochet scattershot area, one in the middle on that single target inferno as well. And then once we take down that town hall, we pop the ward ability with that healing tome. Super important. We're using the same hero equipment that we were in the previous attack, but I will go over that with you guys. King's Gauntlet and Rage Vial on the Barbarian King. You're going to see that second overgrowth come down on the monolith and other infernos. I wanted to uncover that Eagle Artillery just because the Eagle normally has a lot of health. We can take that out real easily, don't have to worry about it later on in the attack when the monolith is dealing a lot of damage. So we also got the Frozen Arrow Invisibility Vial on the Queen. We got the Healing Tome. Super important. You guys cannot do this attack without the Healing Tome because obviously we're not using healers. And then the Eternal Tome as well. You're going to see right here again the Ice Golems. They're just so good. Gonna freeze down that multi, freeze down that monolith. We're gonna be able to take those out very easily after that. And then we're gonna have another one go off because they lived that long, and it stretched all the way over to this multi-target inferno again. Took that multi, froze it again, just to make it even easier to pick up the rest of this. We're gonna pop that RC ability now. Could have popped it earlier and got through these defenses a lot quicker. And then obviously we still have the Queen ability as well. And then on the RC, we got the Haste Vial and Royal Gem. I would suggest if you guys do have a maxed out Hog Rider puppet, I would probably use the Hog Rider puppet and Haste Vial. I don't currently have maxed out Hog Rider puppet. We're working on that. Once I get to that point, I will be using the Hog Rider puppet. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping in on an everyday basis and supporting the channel. If you guys want to continue to support the channel even more, drop a subscribe to your boy. It is literally free. It doesn't cost you guys anything, and it will help the channel out tremendously. I really like this attack. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit more consistent than what I used last season, and we're going to be able to continue to pick up plenty of triples in Legends League. I think I'm going to try to push with this one specifically just because right away I felt very comfortable with it, just with the Root Riders and Valkyrie count, and then obviously the Ice Golems make the back half of the attack just that much better. The link to the army will be in the description down below. We'll catch you next time.